All right, so again, starting off the day, we have a no wick candle down here. We're inside of Asia session. This is Asia open. So first 6 minutes of Asia session, we've manipulated up so far. Pretty big move. Let's see if we took out this high. I think we just barely missed it. Yeah, so just barely missed this high. We did take out this previous high right here, and this is actually from New York session. So it's a no wick candle from New York session. We have been so far, just based off of the market structure, creating lower highs and lower lows. So lower high, lower low again. We got another lower high right here. Even this structure right here, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we're obviously going to be looking for sells just based off of how it's moving as of right now. I think we'll have a lot more to work with in a few hours, but let's go down to lower time frame on the left so that we can go lower time frame on the right as well. Okay, so same thing that I'm seeing on the right. We have a no wick candle here on the hourly. That's the same exact zone right here. 40, 43. So I think that's what our target's going to be. Potentially after we take out this high, we might look for that. So we're just being patient now. I'm going to scale down lower time frame. I'm going to leave the 30-minute no wick on the left. This is a 1 hour no wick. And then over here, we are going to go even lower time frame. So we're going to go down to, let's see if we can go down to the 1 minute time frame as well. All right, what are you guys seeing? What are you guys seeing so far? Big bullish push. So we obviously don't want to be fighting that. But after we take out this high right here, we could potentially be looking for a reversal. So this is the first target right here. We're not going to be buying to it because we're already almost there. We're just going to wait for it to take this area out, and then we're going to look for a reversal. What's the channel name? It's called Trades by Marky on YouTube. Trades by Marky. So if you search this up on YouTube, my page will come up. I have 106 videos right now. And you can also join my free Telegram community right here. So join my lives. That's where I'll send out all the announcements, and I'll also send out market recaps and stuff in there. Let me go ahead and send the link to some other people as well. Okay, just 1 second while we're waiting for this to play out. And let me know if you guys have any questions in the chat. I agree, Reckless. We definitely got to join in here coming in to learn, right? So we just took out the highs right here. And now at this point, we can be looking for that turnaround, right? We're looking for price to turn around now. And don't be afraid that it's pushing up like this, at least in the start of Asia session, because it's the start of the day. It's the first session of the day. Volume is always going to come in at the start of the session. That doesn't mean that that's the direction. Remember, direction, bias, and then the actual manipulation, two different things. Right? Manipulation can come in, do whatever it wants, but then it's going to only then start running towards the true narrative. So at least for now today, I would love it if market took out these lows and then also took out this no wick. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. I don't know if we're going to get the confirmation for that today, but we'll see right now, right? We're pushing up right now. We're going to be creating a bunch of new gaps. When these gaps form, I'm then going to look for price to turn back around and give us that move down. So I'm going to be marking out the gaps that form now. We got a gap right here. And then what I do pretty much on the lower time frame to look for confirmation is I wait for price to close below the gap. When it does that, now this gap flips. It flips from bullish into bearish, and it's like a market structure shift that I can use to take my trade. That's how I've been trading since I started pretty much. I trade ICT concepts, fair value gaps, and IFEGs. So if you guys are just now learning these stuff, you don't have to obviously change strategies or anything. Just add something to your toolbox. Remember, if you see this setup playing out, then you can obviously use it whenever it happens. And if you guys are curious to learn more, if you guys are completely beginners, you can go also to the popular videos right here, and there's the ultimate guide to fair value gaps. So that's the concept that I'm showing you right here. You can see prices pushing back down. When it does indeed give us this confirmation, we're going to be looking for a reversal. If it stays inside of the gap, if it continues to consolidate here, then we're going to wait for it to go up and then actually disrespect it. So be patient with me. What's the best way to determine a break of structure before it happens? So before it happens, so let's imagine a break of structure is going to be like the lows right here, right? How do you know it's going to go there before it actually goes there? Like, how do you place a trade over here expecting it to go down here? So first thing is if it takes out a high. Now, the way that the market works is if it takes out previous highs, typically we will always get a little reversal. Even if price wants to continue going higher, we will always get a reversal because this concept is known as liquidity. Next thing you can do is fair value gaps. If you learn the concept of fair value gaps and you see that price closes below the bullish ones, then it's showing you that it's a bearish order flow right now. So you already know that it's going to be heading down. Another great way is to check where there are no wicks. No wicks are like one of the biggest magnets in the market. Whenever you see no wicks, price will go to that area. So I saw another one right here. We're going to be actually hoping to enter before it takes this area out. Right here, this little no wick right there. And then we also have one all the way down here, right? 40, 43. It's 40, 43. That's going to be like over here to the left. Yeah, right here. Little no wick right there. So this one's as big as the 1 hour time frame. When they're on the higher time frame, even more significant to aim for. So if you see that we have this target down here, it's a 1 hour no wick, then you know that we're obviously going to be heading towards this area. When you get confirmation like from a gap like I'm doing right now, then we can enter our position. So everybody get ready with me because it's obviously about to close below this gap right here. Let's go ahead and open our charts. I'm going to be trading on the beta version of Hanko Trade. And it's just getting better and better. I don't know if you guys have seen this platform yet. I'm going to be entering with, let's do a one lot just because we are taking a little bit of a riskier approach. We're trading from the highs. Okay, so we didn't get confirmation yet. We need one more candle to close below this green area. If it does not close below it, we are not going into the trade. Make sense? We're going to hopefully get in like when it closes below this gap, and then we're going to go break even by the time it gets to this area here. Because this right here is a no wick, and this is one of those targets that market always loves reversing from. So we want to be careful with that one. Remember, we just took out the high. Now we're expecting sells from this area down to this no wick. That's our target for the day. So we got about 10 seconds left until this candle closes. If it closes below it, I'm obviously interested in taking a sell. My stop loss is going to be, let's do just above the high. We shouldn't be risking too much, and this is a protected high. We obviously took out the previous high there, so this should be a good area to go in. You can see right here we did not close below the gap just yet. So let's wait until we close below the gap. Let's be patient. All right, one lot. That would be risking just about 600 at the high. We got about 30 seconds left until potentially we get confirmation here. And again, I'm hoping to enter off of this gap before it takes the no wick. If it takes out the no wick right now, then it's going to obviously reduce the grade of this setup. Because I'd say if we get this confirmation here, that's like at least an A setup. You know what I mean? But if it takes this no wick out first, then it could continue going higher. This is gold, so we're trading gold. XAUUSD is gold. And if you guys are tuning in for the first time, if you guys like the way that I trade, drop a follow on my Traders Pulse account so you guys can obviously get those notifications whenever I go live. All right, guys, boom. We have closed below the gap. Now we're probably going to push back up into it, and I'm interested in hopping in right there. So I'm hopping in right now, guys. Sell. Sell, stop loss above the high. TP is going to go at the no wick. So remember, I told you guys the no wick is at 40.43. That's the one that we're aiming for. It's at 40.43. 40.43. Boom. So I'm risking just about 600 at the high, and I'm going for about 2,000. This is a 1, 2, 3 RR. I'm going to go ahead and save the changes right there. We just tapped back in, so that was our confirmation. This is now called a bearish IFEG. So you guys saw it real time, a bullish gap that flipped around into a bearish one. That right there is an early sign of a market structure shift. Bearish IFEG. So we're hopefully going to see sell side now. Why are we going to see sell side? Because we have a little no wick target right here. This is where we're going to go break even. So I'm going to show you guys. This is how I manage my position. I look at the targets on the lower time frame. That's how I go break even. When one of those targets gets taken out, I know that whenever these areas get taken out, market will typically reverse. It'll do like take it out, go back, keep going lower if it wants to go lower. But I always secure my break even at least when it goes into the nearest like area for a reversal. Second partial that we're going to take, which means we're closing some money, like taking some off of the full position, is going to be at these lows. And then our full target is going to be 40.43 down here. Does that make sense to everybody? Let me know if it makes sense in the chat. Comment 2 in the chat if it makes sense. All right, let's do it. We're now pushing into profits. I'm going to go now down to the lower time frame just so you guys can see this trade playing out. So again, our stop loss is above the high. We're looking for a reversal here, and we're targeting 40.43. So SL, my SL is at 40.69, and my TP is at 40.43. Everybody got that? Bearish IFEG, you can see market came back up into it, and now we're expanding lower. One more time for anybody that didn't get it. When we take out this little area right here, the one that I'm looking at right here on the right, we are going to go break even. Okay? Does anybody not know what break even means? There you go. You guys all got it. What time frame am I on? I'm on the 1 minute one on the right, and I'm on the 30 minute on the left. So I'm using multiple time frames. I pretty much started from the daily. That's why somebody said top down. What that means is I'm starting from the top and I'm going down. I'm going down from the daily to the 8 hour, to the 4 hour, to the 1 hour, to the 30 minute. And I'm trying to identify the targets. I'm trying to identify confirmation. Okay, let's see. I took this trade, didn't even know you were live. Hey, let's go, brother. You also looking for a reversal? We pretty much took out this previous high, and so that's why I'm looking for a reversal. I'm expecting price to go back down after taking out a previous high. And I saw a no wick down here, so this would be a very ambitious target because this is like 200 pips from where we're currently at. But again, we don't need the full move. We just need a little piece of the pie. So if we can run down, at least take these lows, that would be amazing. Do any of you guys have dogs? Anybody have dogs in the chat? Let me know. Also, have you guys seen my shirt? It says Matrix on it. What we're trying to do is we're trying to escape the Matrix. If you guys can take these profitable trades on a daily basis, we can escape the Matrix together. All right? That's what I'm here to help you do. Let's do it. Bounce off this IFEG. So far, it's giving us a good reaction. It's not like moving fast. So we didn't get any displacement yet, which is like, it's not the best. I would prefer if we got a very sharp move. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Alrighty, so now this is where I wanted to go break even because this is a no wick candle. So obviously from the no wick, it could start to reverse. This is a no wick candle. So we're going to go ahead and move our stop loss to break even. Watch my screen so you guys know exactly what that means. Do you see how my stop loss is up here risking about 600? Now I'm going to move it down to break even, which now I'm risking not nothing. I'm making $9 now. Does that make sense? So if it starts to reverse from this area, it's going to take me out at break even and I'm not going to make any money. If it continues going in my direction, then I'm going to be making money. So I didn't close anything just yet. If you close some of the position, that's called a partial. So we're floating just about $250 now, running 30 ticks already from our entry. So we entered at 40.63. Price is currently at 40.60. Okay, 250 so far doing good. One second, I'm just sending some more people the link because a lot of my community, this is the first time that they're seeing me trading in here. Alrighty, so far so good. So far so good. We're actually pushing down lower. You move your SL to what? I move my SL to slightly below the entry. So we entered here. So my stop loss initially was up here, but I moved it down here. So remember, what we are targeting is we're targeting this 1 hour no wick, which is pretty far away, but we're already risk free. So I'm not risking anything anymore. Do you see where my stop loss is at? I'd actually make $9 if it went to my stop loss. Let's go. First trade of the week is a banger. Let's go, boys. That's already 40 ticks right there. 40.63 to 40.59. Who's in with me on this trade? Who's in with me? And let me go up and see what kind of dogs you guys have. I have dogs, 2 Frenchies, and American Bully. What's an American Bully? I haven't seen one of those. American Bully, or like a bulldog? Is that what you mean? Oh, okay, I have seen it. These are scary, bro. Holy moly. These are scary. The Frenchies are kind of cute, though. Anybody else have dogs? Yeah, let's go. You guys are in with me? 75 people in here. We got another banger today. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this. Bearish IFEG caught it from the top of the move before the market structure shift. So now we got a market structure shift. That's what you guys were wondering, right? How do you catch the move before we get the market structure shift? So I'm currently in floating about $400. I'm going to show you guys how you can take partials if you guys are in profit and you want to secure some money while still leaving your position active. So you're going to go down to the bottom right here. You pull up your trade. Do you guys see this right here? Our trade is right here. We're actually going to go over to this little pie. You see a little piece of the pie? You're pretty much going to take a piece of the pie. The pie is one lot. I want to take just a little chunk out of that. So I'm going to take 0.2 off of the position. I'm going to go ahead and click submit. Boom. And then I'm going to reload my screen because there's a little bug, but it doesn't actually move your position. Your position is still where you placed it, and it just took off a little piece of the pie. Do you guys see that? Now I'm only in with 0.8, and I already closed $66 on the day. Does that make sense, everybody? What a banger trade right there. Secured some profit, took some money off the table, and now we're going to leave the rest to the next area that we're going to take some profit on. Next area that we're going to take some profit on is going to be right here. So it's going to be this daily low. So I'm going to say partial number 2 here. So we're going to take some more money off the table down here. How are you guys enjoying this session so far? Did you guys learn something new? If so, let me know what you guys learned in the chat. What did you guys learn? Remember, you're not here to copy trades. You're here to learn. That's what this community is all about. If you guys wanted to copy trades, you'd go pay for some signal group. I'm here in front of you guys to teach you guys what I'm doing. All right, we took the low. Remember, when price takes highs and lows, we typically tend to reverse. All right, let's see what you guys learned. You learned about the partial, learned about how to predict the breakup structure better. I love that. How to take some money off the table. There you go. Learn something new. In Magno, I can't take pie. There should be another way, though. You can definitely do it on every single platform. If not, I'd highly recommend. Henko is pretty much the same thing. We also have Act Trader, so you can always switch over. That I could have made money tonight had I pressed the sell button. Why did you hesitate? Why did you hesitate to press the sell button? You know, I've been tuning in. Last week we had bangers. Almost every single session that I went live last week, we killed it. And seeing the fair value gap in action helps I understand more. Of course, that's what I'm talking about. No wick, just watch your video. Let's go. No wicks are great. Learning how to use the 2 time frames to be profitable. Yeah, it's not just 2 time frames, it's all of the time frames. You have to learn how to do a top-down analysis. Waiting for that pullback into FVG and close. Yes, that's a good one as well. No wick got me intrigued. Yeah, new wish is my favorite dish. Hey, that's a good saying right there. So let me teach you guys about no wicks. One thing that you guys are probably gonna get a little confused on is you have to be on the right charts to see the no wick. So not every broker is gonna show you the no wicks. That's why I always use TradingView to mark out the charts, and then I execute on any broker that I'm using, obviously, right? So make sure when you're trading on TradingView and you type in the pair that you're trading, whether that be NASDAQ, whether that be gold, you go over to gold and you make sure that you're not using the Oanda chart or any other ones. You're using the Forex.com one. Forex.com, this one. That's the official Forex chart for gold. So that's how we're going to see the no wicks. Other charts typically hide it or it looks different. These concepts actually work, and I've been trading them for the last 6 years. So I know that these no wicks actually work, and market reacts to them. Market loves to take them out. So it is a concept that actually works. It actually exists, and I'd encourage that you guys use the Forex.com charts. That's where you'll actually be able to see them. Our position so far is still looking great. Let me just make sure, because I did take some pie off the table. Let me just make sure that my stop loss is still on this position right there. There you go. It took it off. So far floating $270 right there. We're still moving in our direction. It's still looking great. Remember, when we pull back up, we get more IFEGs that form along the way. The lower that we go, the more IFEGs we get. You can see we had another one right here. We closed below this one, tapped back in, and kept going lower. So as we continue going lower, we're going to get a lot more bearish structure. We're going to get a lot more bearish confirmation. $300. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm finally understanding joining your community. Yeah, if you guys want to join my community, it's going to be right here on YouTube. Search up Trades by Market, and it's a free Telegram chat where you guys can just get announcements and some trade analysis. So if you guys want to join that, it's going to be right here. Join my lives. Also, if you guys like the platform that I'm trading on, this is the beta version of Hanko Trade. This is a platform that is being worked on actively and is coming out soon. So if you guys like that, this is going to be the link right here, Full Send Traders, Hanko. So you guys can sign up directly through my link. And for people that are trading with a lot of capital, I obviously would like to give you guys some guidance. So you guys will also be able to get that free access into the Inner Circle group. I just have a group chat with all the traders that pretty much work with a lot more capital. But yeah, join the free community right here. It's the Telegram link, the first one on the YouTube page. Other than that, let's keep watching our trade play out. We're kind of consolidating here on the 1 minute time frame. If you see we're struggling to break any lower than this, I would like to see us go lower. We're obviously hoping that we don't get taken out at break even here. We got a pretty solid move so far. We would like to at least break down towards these lows. You guys see all this built up liquidity down here? So if we go down there, we're going to take some more money off of the table. How did you get that confirmation for entry? So for my entry today, I was waiting for this bullish gap that formed after we took out the high. We took out the high here. Do you see this big wick? We formed fair value gaps on the way up. When price closed below it right here, this bullish gap, it turned into a bearish IFEG. This is one of the concepts that I trade. It's called IFEGs. And you can see we tapped back into it right here, and then we continued lower. So I entered right here when we tapped back in. And that's exactly where my entry is. So I'm going to show you my entry right now. That's my entry right there. We're floating just about $300 right there. And let me show you guys, I've been using this strategy the last month, pretty much in the last 2 weeks. Only green. Only green. We actually killed it. Last 30 days, so far 17K. So killing it. Let's start off August strong as well. So far our position is in a good spot. Like, we're still 30 pips higher. So we can still survive this trade. I'm hoping that it rips down to these lows without taking us out. But if potentially we do run up higher, we might be able to get another entry. We would obviously just look for the same thing. We'd wait for a high to get taken. Then we'd wait for a bearish IFEG to form. And that's when we'll enter again. How did you term it if it turned into an IFEG or not? So pretty much when it closes below it, that automatically turns into an IFEG. So I know that bullish FEGs make price go higher. When it closes below it, that turns into an IFEG. Can you send it in here? I can't unfortunately send it in here, but you can search it up for sure. You can go to the YouTube and search up the channel. Got someone who joined but don't have your link to lives. So the lives, as long as you join the Traders Pulse community with your trading account, then you will be able to join the lives for free. Inverse FEG, yeah. IFEG means inverse FEG. It just flips. It's an inverted gap. If you are wondering what that is, if this is the first time that you're hearing of this concept, go to my YouTube. I have a video up on that channel on that specific concept that I used to trade. The only IFEG tutorial you'll need in 2026, right here. Let's watch it together. Obviously after this ad. But yeah, I do have videos on almost every single concept that you're going to see on my lives. My goal is to teach you guys exactly how to do the same exact thing as me. So don't trade every single FEG. Obviously, you're looking for the IFEGs. And I actually took a live trade example that hit. So here's a fair value gap. You pretty much look for the fair value gap to get disrespected. So I went into IFEGs on this video, and I even showed you guys a live example of an IFEG being used to hit the full TP. I literally closed my take profit on this video. So really good video. Go check it out. Nice. We're still breaking lower. This might take a little bit longer to play out, but it's on the way. So far, so good. We're still staying under that zone. So as long as we do stay under the zone, I don't see a reason to worry about the trade. And the trend is your friend for sure. If you guys saw when I was starting off the video, we had a bearish trend. We have lower lows being formed here. So lower high right here, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So coming into this, we just took out the liquidity, but we should continue going back down. And just that's in general how the market's been moving on gold. We've been pretty bearish. Like I said, we're just not going to aim for like 1,000 pips. We just have to stay within the range, and we have to aim for what we can get. You know what I mean? Because I showed you guys on the daily time frame, we have been consolidating. So we don't want to be aiming for too big of a move. We just want to take what the market gives us, call it a day. Does that make sense? So we're obviously going to be taking some partials here, maybe even earlier if we get a little bit lower. Look at that. We're breaking back down. Currently floating. Let's check. $400 now. $400. We've already taken 60 off the table. I was just showing you guys how to take a partial. You got my 3-year-old's attention. He is now trying to watch us make money. Good, good. Set him up. Get another phone, set him up, tell him buy, sell. Do you wait for the price to retest the gap and then enter? What if it never retests? So I usually enter if it's close to the gap. Like if it gets close to it, closes below, then I'll just enter. But yeah, most of the time I'm aiming for it to tap back in. It really just depends on the scenario. I've been watching a whole lot of your videos. It's just been that entry confirmation I need to work on. I hope to perfect it. Hey, you got it. There's profit to be made at any time frame setup and get in. Yes, there is for sure. You just got to stick to one strategy and master that simple strategy. I was pretty much working on my Porsche all day today. Since the morning. I needed to install some fog lights that they weren't on the car. Look, I'll show you guys the before and aftermath. Nice. So far, we're breaking lower and lower. All right, I'm sending this in to myself. I've never done this before, by the way. My brother-in-law, he's a little mechanic, so I was just waiting for him to do it, but he just had family over and didn't have any time, so I just had to take it apart myself. Took it into my own hands, took it apart, and installed those fog lights. So it's looking pretty beautiful now. Take a look. Boom. It was these little lights right here. So I just had to take off the hood and all these like trims on the bumper and then install these little lights inside. It was pretty difficult, but got it done. Now it's looking beautiful. I'm gonna probably take it out at night and make some videos, some motivational videos. You know, those are the best. All right, let's get it. $400 on this trade. Congrats on the Porsche. I work at Mercedes. Where? Where at? Where you live, bro? What Mercedes you working at? I'm trying to identify market structure the way you do it. Yeah, you just got to look at like the overall trend, highs and lows, and then you got to scale in and look at the gaps where it's going towards. Dude, first time seeing you on here for real. I really like your trading style. I want to master it. There's a lot of content out there, so you can definitely go in. And I would just recommend drop a sub on the YouTube channel. You guys are going to see a lot more from me. I did have a like huge Instagram page, but it got taken down. So I'm waiting for that to come back. For the meantime, I'll be posting YouTube videos almost every single day. So go drop a sub. Trades by Marky on YouTube. Let's go. Breaking down lower and lower. $500 in profit now. I am tempted definitely to close some more money here. You know, it's always an urge, but we have so much lows down here. It's almost like for sure gonna go there. You know, we have such a great position up here, and there's so much lows built up down here. It would be a crime for us not to run down and take out these lows. Like, I would rather wait for these lows. Our main TP is at 40.43. If you guys forgot, 40.43 is our main TP, but we're definitely gonna take some money off the table when we get down to these lows. Ooh, my wifey's calling. I gotta definitely pick up. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna mute, but we're still gonna be watching this trade play out. Alrighty, boys, I'm back. I am back. Let's get it. Are we still in a trade? We are still in a trade. We're not moving our stop loss because what did I say, guys? Somebody tell me what I said about these lows right here. It would be a crime to take money off the table before these lows got taken out. Like, these are the juiciest, nicest lows that market has built up for us so that price can take it out. You know what I mean? So we are waiting for price to go down and take out these lows, and then we're going to take some more money off the table. The main TP, though, the main thing that I'm aiming for, right here, 40.43. So right now, I still have 0.8 in the position, floating just about $600. I'm going to take off like half right here, and then I'm going to leave the other half down to this full TP. Does that make sense? Are we still in a trade? Of course. Why wouldn't we be on the trade? Yeah, so I was just on the phone with my wife. Gonna go eat some dinner after this. That vid 3 days ago was a banger. Which one are you talking about? That one was speaking to me? Are you talking about the one where I was like, oh, this one, where I almost quit? Yeah, I'm telling you guys, like, I've gone through it. If you guys just think it's sunshine and rainbows and I know all this stuff and I can catch banger trades, like, you're missing the whole picture. There was so much struggle. There was so much, like, failure, so much blown accounts before I was able to be in this position now. Like, trading is, like, way less stressful than it used to be for me. New lows, yes sir. Still got 72 people in here. Who's in this trade still with me? How much are you guys floating right now? How much you guys are making? Alrighty, let's see. We're pulling back now, but we already held through this part. We just got to give it another little chance to go up a little bit and continue lower. I did a 0.1 lot from the entry position. It's only like $30. Secured $140 SL in profit. There you go. $26 up 68. Floating 230 on this eval. What eval are you trading, Christopher? Up 130. Oh, you're trading Lucid, right? Up 130, up 400, up 32. There you go, boys. Look at that. We all making money today. And eventually you guys can scale accounts. Like, obviously I started off smaller too. I was trading on $1,000 account, $2,000 account, $5,000 account before I ever got a chance to be placing these lot sizes. And even now, I'm still only doing like 2 lots. You don't need more than that. You guys will never need more than 2 lots. At that point, you're just being greedy. You are genuinely just being greedy. 2 lots is way more than enough. It's better to be consistent than to aim for some big one winning day, and then blow your account on another day. Secured $80. Thank you, Mark. Hey, let's go. You still going live, London? Yes, I am still going to be going live, London. That's what I was talking about with my wife right now, though. She did not like that. She did not like that because she was like, come on, what are you talking about? Like, we're going to bed at that time. That's the whole reason why I didn't want to do it, because obviously the reason why I trade Asia sessions is because it's perfect with my schedule. Like, I can go on about my morning, be productive, do anything I need, any errands, come back, stream, trade in Asia session, and then I'm done. I can go to bed at a normal time. If I'm trading London session, then obviously, like, my schedule is going to be thrown off. Do you go live on YouTube? No, I do not go live on YouTube. I post the recordings on YouTube, but I do another stream later at night. So it's for a different community. But those streams are going to be on a different YouTube channel. If you guys are curious about where I go live, then you can just join the Telegram community. It's going to be right here. Click this link. Let's go. We're back pushing down. Look at that. Almost to these lows. Whoever closed, you got to have faith in the system. Remember, because if you guys are risking like about $100 per trade, and let's say you just closed out for $80, what's your RR there? If you lose 2 trades, you're losing $200, but then you're in a winning trade and you decide to close it early, you're ruining your RR in the long run. This trade here, producing us a 3.5 RR. So we are going to make like a good amount of money compared to what I'm risking. So look, I was in a trade, like this trade, when I entered it, I was risking $600 at the high. So if we make it to the full TP, which is going to be down there at, that's 1,600. So at that point, my RR is still double what I'm losing. Does that make sense? RR is very important too. It's more important than having a good win rate. Like my win rate on this account isn't that high. If I go over the whole year of trades that I've taken, yeah, my win rate is 67%. Like that's not a high win rate. It really is not a high win rate. Because you don't have to have a high win rate, you have to have a good RR. So if you guys can see, I had a day where I made $27,000. That's a W day right there. W day right here, 7,000, 4,000, 8,000. When I'm losing small, 2,000, 2,000. Do you guys understand? RR is way more important than your win rate. This month, I just killed it. I waited for the later half of the month. I was waiting for the new monthly candle, and I cooked. Every single day that I traded in July, I won. And we're going to do the same for August. We're going to absolutely kill it in August. We're almost to these lows. Come on. We got the magnet up on the chart now, so we're aiming for this level. Let's go back to the chart. We're up $600, almost $700 now. Pushing good. Did you go live on YouTube? No, I did not. Why are you asking me that? Oh, I already read that. Bunch of people are dropping off. We got like 27 people that just left the stream. What, they secured the bag, closed their trades early and left? Come on, what you guys talking about? We're in this trade for the full TP. Are you guys like that? Are any of you guys like that? You enter a stream, you take the trade, you secure your profit, and you just leave. Confess in the chat if that's you guys. Come on, another banger. What's the title for today's video going to be? Today's trade recording. It's going to be making $1,500 in an hour. This stream's probably going to take the full amount of time, though. I think I'm going to wrap it up here, though. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Alrighty. Left it. That was me, bro. Not gonna lie. That ain't me. I do. I appreciate the honesty, though. We're here securing a bag and learning exactly. Close my trade, but you're still here. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you close your trade, but you're here to learn, because you guys shouldn't just leave like that if you guys are trying to learn. You know what I mean? All right, we got 4 more minutes, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap this up at 6. There you go. We're breaking down. By the time it hits 6, we're going to be taking money off the table right here. Let's go. 700. $800 now. We're heading for those lows. What a banger. Another banger. From our entry of 40.64, we have already ran 100 ticks on this trade. You don't catch trades like that every day. I'm talking about this, bruh. Look at that. From the literal high. Took out the high, waited for confirmation, and we caught a beautiful reversal. All right, guys. We're getting close to the lows. I low-key got to wrap this up. So I'm going to go ahead and close out majority of my position. Let me show you what I'm doing. My main TP is at 40.43. But I'm going to go ahead and go into the pie again. And I'm going to take off half of the position. So right here at the pie, I'm going to close 0.4. Submit. Boom. Reload the charts real quick. And we are back right here. $400 floating. Already closed $500. That's already $1,000. If I wanted to, I could have secured $1,000, but I'm going to wait until my full TP. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and I'll catch you guys in the next live trading session, which should be tomorrow, same time. Alrighty. Peace out, everybody. Thank you for joining. W's in the chat. W's in the chat before I go. Let's spam some W's. Come on. Drop a follow on my Traders Pulse just so you guys get the notification whenever I go live. And with that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Peace.